For more than a century, the Wisconsin Historical Society's mission has been to save our past.
In their effort to do so, they have preserved thousands of items and millions of archives, but we only see just a small snippet of them. Mary Jo Ola joins us now with more.
And Charlotte, when you say snippet, I really mean just a snippet. After 150 years, the Wisconsin Historical Society has only displayed roughly 5% of its growing collection. That left much to the imagination as to what the other 95% looked like, so we went behind the scenes to find out. From the outside, the Wisconsin Historical Society headquarters is a dated stone building. Inside, it's a different story.
So we're in what we call room 61 of the Historical Society's headquarters building. We're in the basement.
Joe Kapler is a curator with the Society. Room 61 is one of 5 rooms cramped with Wisconsin history.
This twisted hunk of metal is a fragment of the engine from the van that held the bomb that blew up Sterling Hall on the UW campus in August of 1970.
Kapler says they have more than 500,000 artifacts. A majority are in here.
If we feel it's going to have value now and in the future for understanding what makes Wisconsin, Wisconsin, then we're going to take it in and preserve it.
From small ticket items to bigger ones, everything screams Wisconsin. Slot machines seized after gambling became illegal in the state, and a 1941 Harley-Davidson Knucklehead, one of about 2,000 ever made.
We're going to head to row 12 here.
Others are what Kapler calls deadly serious.
These straps were used as restraints on the last man executed in Wisconsin.
These restraints have never been on a gallery exhibit and are only visible to the public through the online collection. John McCaffrey wore them in 1851 after killing his wife by choking her, then stuffing her in a barrel. His hanging reportedly drew thousands of people.
It's kind of one of those lump in the throat moments.
Then there's former Wisconsin legislator Charles Arndt's vest.
What makes this such an important piece is this hole, which was caused by a bullet in 1842.
The bullet came from fellow council member James Vineyard. The two were having a heated argument that led Vineyard to shoot and kill Arndt on the legislature floor. Vineyard was later acquitted in Greene County. Other artifacts tell stories of another life overseas. The man behind the X on this sweater,
Tadeusz Kowalczyk, was a Polish, Catholic Polish veterinarian.
He spent 5 years in various concentration camps, including Auschwitz. In 1949, he made his way to Wisconsin, worked at UW-Madison, and became a renowned veterinarian scientist.
And it's just incredible.
Lee Grady is a reference archivist. At the other end of the basement, he shows us an extensive film collection, part of their partnership with UW on the Center for Film, Theater, and Research. That includes several rolls of raw Channel 3 footage.
I think Dick Nixon is absolutely right, and I think the United States Senate was absolutely right.
Historical documents can find their way to the Conservation Lab. They're cleaned and treated as needed, but for some of the most valuable items, they don't even show the original, like this letter from Thomas Jefferson.
In 1783, he's suggesting an expedition to explore the West, which didn't actually happen until 20 years later in 1804.
But why keep these records?
That is how we know who we are and how we got where we are today. And I think that's fundamentally important.
Now, while they keep a lot of their collection in storage, you can catch much of it online at wisconsinhistory.org, and the Society is planning to expand their collection space to a new $46.7 million facility expected to be built on Madison's Near East Side at some point next year.
Some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, what a gem.
Yeah.
And really, again, it really is just a small snippet. We were there for, I'm telling you, hours, and that's only some of what we got through.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
There's no way you could possibly go through every single one.
Yeah.
That was neat.
Thanks, Mary Jo.
All right.